Welcome back to episode 2 of Dumb Stuff Ford Has Done. Today I'm going to be trying to address this stupid issue here. And I can see it blowing in the wind when I drive down the road. And the other thing is, when you drag something out of here, it catches on this ridiculous lip they've got here and pulls it off. I can't tell you how many times I've pulled this thing off just by dragging a piece of lumber out of here. So today, with the help of my amazing Wonder Dog, I'm going to use some molding tape, super strength, 3M. This is 15 feet by, I think that's 7/8. Probably says on it. Yeah, 1 inch. 1 inch, 7/8. Yeah, 7/8 by 15 feet. Okay, there you go. And I'll leave an Amazon link to it in the description because that's where I got it. Okay. What I got to do is I got to get some Torx and pull this 2, 3. I'm taking this plate off. 4. I got to pull these Torx out of there because this plastic thing has a loop that goes around them, and I'm cutting the loop right off. This at one time, that was a stair that folded down, because as you get older it gets harder and harder to climb up into these things, especially when you're a large fella. So let me get all that off. We'll be right back. Last one. Yeah, I just cannot say enough bad things about this really, really ridiculous tailgate design. It's just designed to fail. And I hope the engineer who designed it got fired. Tarred and feathered, run out of town. Okay, isn't that ridiculous? So, all these, over the years of this thing being flexed so hard from dragging lumber in and out and coming off a little at a time, these little fingers that are supposed to hold it to the top rail all broke off. The only one that didn't break off was that right there. That's it, really. This entire thing, every single one is broke off except one. Now, I don't want these rattling around or jamming up my mechanisms in here, so I'm going to get my needle nose and pull them all out of there. Then I'm going to clean this up, but let me get these out of there first. Well, there's all the little pieces that broke off. At one time held this on there, but since then I've realized something. These ridges are going to prevent my molding tape from holding this on there. The only flat piece is the front edge inside the tailgate, inside the bed, right here. That is the only flat edge. Even the back side, on the outside of the tailgate, has these little ridges. So, I may have to buy a new one. What to do? Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to put some sticky tape, body molding tape, right here and on the back side where this will hit. It's not likely to hold for long, but it will hold long enough for me to get online and see how much one of these is going to cost. Save up, because it's a Ford part and it'll be expensive, and get one sent to me. Alrighty, let me get this cleaned up and that. Alright, I got this cleaned up, and I got this cleaned up on the inside and cleaned up on the underside. Now I'm gonna put one row of body molding here and a row under here, and I'll show you what I got in a minute. Alright, I've got it on this side and this side, and I went ahead and the hardest thing you ever do on this is get that tape, the stuff that separates the adhesive, this stuff, that's really hard to get undone. But I got it started. And I'm gonna do one side at a time. All right. I need both hands. I'd love to let you watch. Oh yeah, you know what else I forgot about dumb stuff? That there. I was driving down the road, looked in my mirror, and my Ford emblem was bouncing down the road. Just came right off. And this too. Ridiculous. Just ridiculous. And I'm the original owner. I bought this brand new. It hasn't been abused. This is just some really, really stupid stuff that I've noticed over the years. Really aggravating. Anyway, let me get this on and I get the tailgate up and show you what this side looks like. And I just keep finding reasons to be amazed at Ford. It's I got a feeling that it might hold. It might be, good for another 10 years because it is stuck. But look at here. You know what that means? That's stripped. I took it out and not only did I not put any torque on it, but it wouldn't suck the two pieces together. That's how stripped it is. And that ain't the only one. This one is stripped. Same thing. I put nearly zero torque, just enough to turn it like this by fingers, Stripped out. So now I have this huge gap here. I tell you, I don't want to use bad language, and I don't want to sound like a big baby, but I spent $44,000 on this truck. You would think the one thing that makes a truck, the bed, they could have spent a little more time engineering it, designing it. This is the dumbest design I've ever seen. Here's what I had to do before. You see all these screws here on this edge? Every time you drag something out of the cab, out of the bed, whether it was a bag of fertilizer, a bag of cement, a 4x4, piece of plywood, it would catch this and bend it up. So I screwed this down all the way down here. Now, even if I drill these out and tap them to a larger thread size, it's still not pulling them down tight, because over the years this has just had so much damage to it. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go in here with screws every 3 or 4 inches and pull it in tight. I believe this is going to hold, though. I do believe. Once I get it fixed up right, I think that'll be good for another 10 years. I want to buy a new truck, and I'm not coming up with reasons to, buy a new truck. But I do want a new truck because it'll probably be my last one. My wife and I talked about this the other day. It's not likely that I'm going to buy a truck. I'm going to have to make this one last, and here's the reason. My wife is 65, and she's had, serious medical issues, and many surgeries. Me, I've had some serious issues myself. So the possibility of one of us just waking up dead is pretty high because of that. And I don't want to leave my wife with a $600, $700 a month truck payment. She can't afford it. So I'm probably going to have to make this truck last the rest of my life. And it's not going to stop me from talking bad about Ford. Oh, not about, this engine, the transmission, this thing has gotten me a lot of miles. Not a single thing has ever happened to the engine. All the stuff that pisses me off is stupid stuff. Like the blend door actuators. They not only did they put them in the hardest possible place you could ever put them, but they got the cheapest ones you could possibly buy and put them there. I'm telling you, I am convinced they design stuff to fail early. And they don't expect people like me to just be so damn type A that I'm not taking this to the dealer and giving them any more money. I will fix this myself or I will do without. And that's the bottom line. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. I say that, here, that plastic molding is just flopping around. But here's the thing. I backed into a tree at a yard sale. I pulled into a yard sale. I was the only one there. And by the time I got done looking around, I had cars all around me, and I couldn't get out. And I thought I could make it, and I backed into this tree that, I'll tell you what, it was right, you know where my mirror on the windshield is? I couldn't see it in that mirror, and I couldn't see it in this mirror. So there's just this area here that's about a foot wide that I don't have covered with a mirror, and that's where the tree was. So I hit it there, and it bent the bumper out. So I thought to myself, I have a rubber hammer. I'll just bang it back in. These bumpers are made out of beer can thin material, man. One whack and I put a big old dent in it. So ever since then, this bumper's, I've been wanting to replace it just because nothing says I'm a rookie or I drive drunk more than a mashed up bumper. Sort of like your license plate above your trailer hitch. Nothing says I'm too stupid to get out and look than a smashed in license plate. Okay, I'm done with this. Yep. Have a good day, y'all. Well, I sat here and conferred with my partner there, and I'm definitely going to take this off, this cover here all the way down. Take it off, and I'm going to grease up all the mechanisms because it is getting harder and harder to open and close. And then I'm going to put it back on, and I'm going to go down here with screws just like I did here. And I'm going to try to stop complaining about all the dumb BS that I find Ford has done to their vehicle. I don't know what God, a white face bee. Those hurt when they sting. Alrighty, now this is the end. So the next video I'll do about this will be me taking this off. I'm not going to rethread these because between a row of there, I'm going to row up here, I'll be fine. Plus, I need to do that because the rain's going to get down in here, you know, with the tailgate up like that. Rain will get down in there and rust it out pretty quick. Okay, I'm serious this time. Thanks for watching. The next video will be how to repair a tailgate or something. I don't know. Nothing to see here, folks. No copyright violations going on here, I promise.